It's raining. There are gates which demand to be cleansed. Filthy, filthy gates. We will show them. We're gonna clean them up. That's right. Hell yes, KK. There's nothing I hate more than a dirty, dirty shrine. Can't believe Hanya dirtied up all these shrines. Oh, hello. Excuse me. I have a shrine I need to clean. I will not let myself be stopped from cleaning.
You're itching to fight, KK.
You can tell. You're on to something.
Yep, I'm out of those, but not out of these. How dare they think they were going to stop Akito and KK from cleansing these shrines? They love doing it. It's their favorite thing in the world to do. Do you know how many there are to cleanse in Chapter 4? Good thing they love doing it so much.
That should clear the fog.
Beads.
On we go.
Incognito beads. So I believe that they make you more stealthy when you're stealthing, which is not something we've done much. More shrines. More shrines to cleanse. They thought they could hide in the fog, but they could... Well, they were for a while. They were for a while. They're not anymore, though. They are not hiding, because the fog has been dissipated. Girl's spirit? Where is girl? Where is girl? Girl is crying. I demand to know where. There is girl. What is this? She asks. Just a quick detour into the graveyard. Oh, someone left some food for the grave? Like, I know that you leave flowers and objects of, you know, affection and such. I don't think you really leave bags of food out there, though. I mean, some people might. Hello, cat. Do I have anything that you want to buy? I do. I have the Ame no Habakiri. Loves it. And what about Naoi Kanetsugu's Kabuto? Also loves it. What is Cat selling? Cat selling is an emote, another emote, music, more glasses, and a formal suit. I will buy more music. I enjoy the music. You know, I like a formal suit on a character who is here for action. Let's see. That's what we're wearing right now. We could do better as far as the suit goes. Oh, yeah, there we go. We got the vest going on.
You get anything good?
Well, still blue. It is still... I mean, doesn't matter if it's blue. Blue is fine, you know? Blue... We'll stick with blue. Blue is fine, because we're barely seeing it anyway. Also, I have many points and some Magatama. I should probably use... Let's see. Okay, yeah. I can max out my wind charging. There we go. The wind weapon is now totally maxed out.
Yes.
Sound more excited about that, Akito.
A little better.
Since the wind is what I use more than anything else, that is pretty useful. Uh-oh, I see spirits up here. Didn't intend to go for spirit hunting up here, but hey, if they're here, then they're here. They trust the honeybees.
We can still save more.
More. Always more. There will always be more, Akito. I see some... Oh, there's some over there by the gate. Well, that's handy. That's useful.
Search around. There has to be a way to get higher.
Always a way to get high. There's more over there. And even more.
Not bad.
Will there ever stop being more? Probably not. Probably not. Flap. Beads. We got nourishment beads.
That giant seems to be guarding the tower.
Yeah, that's a problem.
I don't see why. I'm sure we could just zap him. Maybe we could suck him in our paper, as we do. We're getting closer. I'm sure the giant won't be a problem. I think Akito would be having a good time doing this if only Sister was safe. I think he's thinking maybe this is actually pretty badass, but what about Sister? I am concerned about Sister.
Bring it on, dirtbag!
Oh, have to kill everyone before I do that. I enjoy having super ghost powers, but don't enjoy being concerned about Sister.
You okay? Back out! You can't survive this!
But the food... Time to pray. I wish for a life of leisure. Sure, wouldn't we all like that?
Enjoy it. But relaxing all the time sounds worse than death.
It really depends on if you get bored easily. I don't, actually. Oh, hold on. A laptop. That means it's time to learn about a certain scientist discussing the human spirit. All right. Well, if we're learning, it's time to learn. Let's pause the music for a little bit. And let's see. Where was that on the database? Yeah. Our audio recordings. File 329. What does it have to say?
Today, I can only stare at the hotcakes my daughter has prepared for me. If my wife were here now, she'd be hurrying me along so we could get the dishes cleared. But she is not here. With every passing second, the hotcakes grow colder and colder, just like her soulless body. Absurd. Things cool off because heat transfers from one source to another. The energy itself doesn't just Yes, of course. Her soul hasn't turned into nothing. It has simply left her body. But where to? Where did it go? I can save her. I can do it.
My wife's lifeless corpse are exactly like these pancakes. Pancakes were the key to everything. My daughter made these hotcakes, but it occurred to me as I left them uneaten, they became cold cakes. They could no longer be hot cakes because the heat left them. It changed their nature, just like death changes the nature of the human body. The soul leaves it. It is no longer a human being. It's just an empty vessel. And just like the heat left the pancakes, so too the soul must have been transferred into somewhere. Eureka! I'm glad that he made his breakthrough. I'm happy for him. Let's start playing some music. I'm a scientist doing scientistly things.
Am I never gonna hear that nice music again?
Side quest ghost. How many side quests are there? One? Okay, only the one. Hold on, let me get these guys. Also, there's like a big poison.
You've really gotten the hang of this.
Should get rid of the poison.
Now to ferry him out.
Am I never gonna hear that nice music again?
Alright, side quest ghost. What are you concerned about?
Piano school in this neighborhood. Every night, you can hear piano music, even though there's no one there. It was really nice and soothing to listen to at first, you know? After a while, the music just got, like, super creepy. It's kind of got me worried.
Pretty common kind of story. Still, a literal change in tune, huh? Could be the music itself has gotten corrupted somehow.
Oh no, the music. It's no longer so pleasing to listen to. You ever look up videos of songs that have been adjusted so songs that were in a major key are now being played in minor key? I enjoy those. They're fun to listen to.
Whoops. Too bad. What? Hey, do you hear music?
Do I hear music?
Creepy.
Well, I'm playing music at the same time, so hold on. Maybe I need to turn off my music. If you're curious, I would say search for Bop by Hanson in minor key. It's like a completely different song.
That dog.
Hello, dog. Oh, Country Road. Very good song in minor key as well.
Do you know where we could find an Oni?
Oh, did you run into an Oni dog? Doesn't have anything to do with the side quest. But sure. We might as well get that Oni. What is this strange scent?
What are these things doing here?
It's what they're always here to do. Oh. Getting rocked by Hammerman.
Get back there! You've got to protect the dog! That's the end of that. Let's get the dog to call out the Oni.
Looks like we're good now.
All right, another Makatama. Did not actually intend to do that. We were on our way to listen to some creepy piano music. I wouldn't say it sounds creepy. But where's it coming from? Somewhere around here. Oh, maybe this.
The music's coming from there.
Maybe the piano school.
You think they were drawn by the corrupt music?
Get in there and stop this recital once and for all.
AK hates piano music. We gotta interrupt our quest to stop Hanya to find out who's playing this piano. Make him stop. Search the house for clues. Who's playing this?
Let's look around.
Piano's right here, and yet no one's playing it. Look.
That.
It's a painting. This is also a painting. Have to solve this mystery as to who might be playing that piano. This is very important. This is vital that we learn. Any clues in here? Maybe not. What about upstairs? Journal. I must be crazy hearing the hollow echo of notes against the walls of that empty room. And yet, there's no mistaking that take on the song. I'd know that girl's rendition of Moonlight Sonata anywhere. She was my only student capable of true genius. But the accident put an end to that, claimed her life, and stole her talent from the world. Now there's nothing left in this classroom but echoes of the past. But even if they're echoes, I can't stop listening.
Could this kid be the one playing the music? I think that was Moonlight Sonata we heard before.
Ghost child, continuing to practice her piano lessons even after death. Delivery slip to Dozaki Piano School. The following items were delivered. Item, portrait of Giovanni, the Sonata Art Company. Yeah, we saw that painting downstairs.
What's this?
It's a delivery slip. Painting of Giovanni. Seems pretty straightforward, Akito. Yum. Someone is a big fan of Save a Life. They have every volume of Save a Life. And Cyber K1, maybe? Not sure. They also like Zombomb, Nature's Best, and Man's Life, I should say. Zombomb, No Nukes, No Guns, Fight as Humans. Serbian Psycho. The Pig. Beyond. They have multiple copies of these. They just want to support the artists, you understand. Gotta buy multiple copies. Major and minor prodigies. Giovanni is most widely remembered as the mentor of Stanton, the piano prodigy. However, there was a time when he himself was regarded as a genius. His fame was fleeting. Few remember his earlier work, as he quickly became relegated to Stanton's shadow. At the young age of 11, Stanton ended up pushing Giovanni out of the limelight and taking everything he had.
What do you expect? Child prodigy is more interesting than some old guy.
He's not wrong.
Start it up again.
The piano. Who's playing that piano? Who is it? It is Ghost Child.
Who are you two?
Were you the one playing that piano?
Playing is fine, but you're disturbing the whole neighborhood.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disturb anyone. I just want to play Moonlight Sonata again. You see, I played it at a competition once. But for some reason, the piano sounds different now. I just can't play it like I used to, no matter how I try.
Why do you think she got worse?
It's not her. It's the music itself that's corrupted. You have to find out why. That's the question.
Maybe we just have to tune the piano. No, it's not that. It's that the piano is corrupted. But what could be causing the corruption? Could our vision show us anything? Oh, no. Nothing's really glowing. Do you know anything about it?
That portrait is...
Well, who could it be? Well, we already know. We saw the receipt. It's Giovanni.
It responded. It's a portrait of Giovanni.
It's the musician from the magazine. Bet it's him that's causing the corruption.
Was he jealous of the girl's talent? Just like he was jealous of Santin's talent all of those years ago.
Yeah. He resents how much the girl resembles his own pupil, and he's jealous.
I shall not lose to some vaunted prodigy. My skills are far superior.
Sabotaging a kid, now that's pathetic. Adults are supposed to be there for kids, help them.
He must have been a Spectre for a very long time. Most of the Spectres we've been seeing have been very recent. He's just been resentful of kids who can do music for a long time. But he's gone now.
Everything's okay now. You should be able to play Moonlight Sonata again.
Wow, thank you so much.
Sweet little tune.
I didn't know you had any taste.
Well, now you do.
Wow, I actually played it right. I can play Moonlight Sonata again. I'm so happy.
And that was the last time she'd ever play it.
Too bad we won't hear her again.
Yeah.
Because she's dead. Mission complete. Everyone who was dead is still dead. Time to suck some ghosts.
This hero thing is hard work.
Hey, we found the music.
I heard it. The music like normal. Ah, so peaceful.
Well, I guess I can move on. There's some spirits up there. I didn't intend to go up there, but I saw them now, so now I guess I have to. I guess I have to. Oh, can't seem to pull myself up. Oh, there we go. Hey.
You know.
Well, there was one more, but I guess not. Yeah, maybe being dead's not so bad. Gotta keep a good optimistic outlook on these things. When you die, what little, like, petty thing do you think is going to keep you attached to the world? That someone is going to have to try to solve to get you to move on? Like, you'll be haunting someone, and, you know, hopefully they'll be able to help you out with whatever your problem is. But what if it's something that you know, they're just not able to do? For me, I could imagine would probably be something like, I don't know, the next person to live in my home is going to have to deal with my ghost complaining and moaning to them about, like, Deadly Premonition 2. And they're just going to be, like, in the middle of the night yelling at apparently no one. I can't help you. I can't fix that. I didn't make that. Please go away. I don't know what to do with you. And to put my ghost at rest, maybe they, like, commission a YouTuber to make, like, a 3-hour-long video essay on why it's good, why the game is good, actually. It's like, here, watch this. Hopefully this will convince you. It's like, well, I don't know. Where am I going? Well, there was only the one side. Okay, there's another gate that has appeared there. There was only one side quest that had appeared after the last gate. Got time to head home. Oh wait, I'm running at fog, aren't I? Can I get around the fog? No, I guess I'm gonna have to go back.
Torii gate's on top of a building.
Sure is.
Guess I better make my way up.
Right. We'll have to use whatever we find.
Already there.
Crap! Don't sweat it! You got this!
And yoink, more beads. Spirit perception beads.
On to the next.
So many people.
And more beads.
We're getting closer.
We'll just have to keep this up.
What beads do I have equipped right now? I should probably check that. Oh, side quest. Well, of course we have to do that. Let's see. Beads, beads, beads. There we go. I have gust beads, which makes sense because I'm using wind all the time. Self-defense reduces damage is good. And the transmission beads, letting me send the spirits without having to use the phone booth. That has been very useful. Would have taken a lot longer to actually do the spirits without that. So probably should keep that. Even though I'm getting all kinds of other beads, maybe it's just best to keep the beads as it is right now. Also, why don't we start playing some music? The dragon?
Those sliding doors look awfully bare.
They weren't always like this. They used to depict a great dragon. They say that long ago, there was a samurai who had lost many friends in battle. He mixed their blood with ink and painted a great dragon in their honor. But unfortunately, it came that this dragon brought great disaster upon the land.
The blood of the dead probably corrupted the ink. Those friends of his must have had some serious lingering grudges.
The head priest at the time tried to burn the sliding door to ash. But the dragon leapt out and dove into a dragon den, a place with abundant chi. They say that it vanished into the dragon veins, invisible channels of energy.
The dragon flew out of the painting? Come on.
Well, if the ink was corrupted, it could. Dragon veins and dragon dens. Let's search the area. We find them, maybe we'll find our dragon.
Oh, always you and your corruption, KK. Everything's always corrupted with you. Alright, gotta find the corruption and find the runaway dragon.
KK, over there.
It's moving along the dragon veins. Try to follow it to its den.
Yeah, there is certainly something moving along the ground. That is one two-dimensional dragon.
That's a dragon den. Alright, let's seal it.
It's a dragon den if I've ever seen one.
Wait up!
Must have run off to another den. Gotta seal that too. Then it'll have nowhere to run, and no choice but to face us.
Excuse, please. I am busy attempting to seal a dragon den. I don't appreciate these distractions.
Guess there's still more dens nearby.
So just seal up any we find. Got it.
Well, I mean, there's one kind of right there, isn't there?
I think you're good to pick up some new skills now.
We're given the semicircle.
Should be running out of places to go.
What's this?
What is this? Kodamanetsuke. Exude kindness, and kindness will find you in return. There'll be a cat that wants that somewhere. Pretty big circle to search for. Dragon is in there somewhere. Oh, I mean, we can see it right there.
Just give it up, Dragon. Knew it was like down easy.
It's persistent. Let's take her in for it.
Don't even try to stop us! You're on top of it. Good work!
Now, time for you to head home.
The full circle this time. Now we mean business. Give him the 360.
Let's go back to the temple. Check on that sliding door.
And the dragon is no more. This is a pretty cool looking dragon, though. Like a, but just like a 2D art dragon. You just didn't want to go back to that door is all. Tired of being stuck in there.
We cleansed the dragon's corruption. Now, you can finally put those souls to rest.
You have my deepest thanks. With this, the disaster should finally subside.
You know, it's actually a pretty cool painting.
Feels like it could jump right out. Oh, come on. You know what I mean.
So lifelike.
What the hell is that?
Why, it's a wooden fish, a musical instrument used by Buddhist monks when reading sutras. What, KK, you don't play the wooden fish? How many points do I have? I do have 25 points and 1 Magatama. Is there anything I want to do with that? Well, let's see. I could increase the width of my water charge attack. I don't use the water attack that much, though. Let me just review this. Spectral vision, faster sneaking, shakedown, perfect block, core grab, HP restoration. That might not be bad, actually. I do use the core grab, actually, kind of a bit. And get the second version as well. Yeah, that's probably a good use of that.
Use it well, kid.
Use it well. Alright. There's only the one side quest. But maybe another one will appear once we do this next gate.
some real work to save them all.
Gate, right. Somewhere down there. This apartment was the one where that thing happened. You know, the thing. The thing that happened in the apartment? This is where that was. Gate, right. Looking for gate. Getting distracted by spirits and things. Shiny objects. There's a gate.
What's going on?
What is going on?
That giant. It's like a hurricane.
Uh-oh, we got the giant's attention. Watermelon in the face, but it's fine. Actually, the watermelon was not thrown at me. There's just a watermelon floating right there at eye level. Yoink. I mean, a watermelon is a pleasant surprise to find unexpectedly. It's like, 1 second there was no watermelon, but now there is. It's like, all right, I'm happy about that.
Show up. I wish they just let us know in advance. We're not gonna be able to get anywhere near that. The whole area's covered in fog. It'll rip our souls clean out if we go blundering around in there.
So, what are we going to do then?
Simple. We cut straight through. I'll lead the way. Come on.
Well, I mean, we still have to clean this out. We can't leave this filthy gate here. So when he said we can't get there, he was looking at Tokyo Tower in the distance. Which is true, yes, we can't get there. There's like a lot of fog.
Cut through the fog? Can we really just do that?
Don't worry. Rinko and the others came up with a way to do it. Just have to hope it works.
Yoink. Getting tons of beads. Legend of the Giants. Long, long ago, giants roamed these lands. Their movements brought about powerful winds. Great mountains rose in their wake, and even their footprints formed massive canyons. These giants were known as Daidarabochi. And now we're educated about giants. Well, actually, how much fog have we cleared by this point? No new side quest yet. But we've cleared, like, this much fog out. And there's the next gate we're going to. Actually, the main story point has now been exposed. There's also a cat here. Obviously, the most important thing is to go to the cat merchant. What other important thing? We could also pray. We could pray to... Sure, let's look for Jizo.
People always pray at times like this.
Hey, it worked, right?
Here's the cat. No? Oh, I'm in a fight, technically. There's an enemy that saw me. I'm trying to do business with a cat. Incredibly rude. Okay. I do have something that he wants. I have the Shakukogi Dogu. Loves it. I have the Yaoi Pottery. Incredible. And the Dotaku. Loves it. Let's see. Selling a Magatama. I don't really need to buy one, though. Especially since it's so expensive. New music. A little change of pace with Spiral. Yes. New music. A knit cap. Glasses. There we go. Convenience store uniform. Let's also get a knit cap. Why not?
All stocked up.
All stocked up. Yes. Proud Daily Ninja employee.
Now.
Oh, I also got some... It said outfit towel. Where was that? Towel around the head? Sure. We can customize the color of our towel. Let's make it match our daily ninja not costume, but we are a proud employee of the Daily Ninja. Also, we want to be cool. A cool employee, right? I think that works. Oh, and there is a Jizo statue. And this? The line at the ramen shop. A report written by KK regarding a ramen shop attracting a monstrous clientele. Acquiring this will grant you additional spirit skill points. Okay, a new KK report. Been kind of a while since we got that. Those do give you a whole bunch of skill points. It gave us 20. Let's read the story. I came across a gaggle of stray cats loafing around and outside a convenience store the other day, but something was off about one of them. When I looked closer, I realized it wasn't just a cat, it was a yokai, a nekomata to be exact. The old yokai tales say that if a normal cat lives long enough, they eventually become a nekomata. That's actually all kinds of stories like that, with objects and animals turning into yokai if they manage to stick around long enough. I asked Ed about it, and he said the process might have something to do with the accumulation of ether. Considering my ether affinity gives me the ability to steal power from yokai, I think you might be onto something. Side note, I'm pretty sure Ed likes yokai more than he does other humans. I mean, that's not really,
Hey, want me to teach you some new skills?
I'll learn skills when I'm good and ready.
I bet you can handle it.
I mean, I think most people would like yokai more than other people. Right, we're going to that Jizo, which is on the other side of this, so...
Go time, KK!
It is. Oh, one of those whistle children was there. That's why they gave me a couple of ammos for the fire, because she was gonna get summoned. Let us pray. Our wind is upgraded.
Hope he keeps an eye on us.
We could use it.
Right. There's a gate there. Let's check that out. Gate in the water.
You look hard enough.
I guess there might be a kappa around.
Tengu myself.
You a big Tengu fan or something?
I wouldn't go that far. I just like them.
I think they're neat is all.
Or you're gonna trip and fall.
No more arrows. Go.
Try to lure out a Kappa.
No, it's not the time now for kappa. Later for kappa, not now. Saying that we gotta summon a kappa while we're in the middle of this. Come on now. Priorities. And beads. All right. Now we can see about the kappa. The cucumber down and hot. Whoop.
What do we do now?
Stay hidden and wait until it's eating.
Good thing it didn't see us.
When it's distracted, we move in. Can't rush it.
You don't want to rush your kappa. Kappa is gentle.
To track its movements.
I mean, it's gentle aside from when it's going elbow deep into your ass to get your life stone. Then it's not so gentle. I mean, I guess that's the thing to consider if you ever feel bad for us stealthing the Kappa like this.
Took the bait.
Yeah. Now sneak up to it, quietly.
Now who's getting snuck up on from behind?
Take care of that.
A side quest appeared there, but that's in the middle of fog. We haven't cleared that out. I mean, we will. If we just do more gates and that fog will go away. I'm just surprised that a side quest popped up while that side quest point is still in the fog.
Good. Now to help more. There's a Kamaitachi.
Oh, the sickle weasel.
Attention to us. Get moving. Chase after it until it stops. Survive this.
Yep, to go in the fog.
Stop moving.
It's right at the edge of that fog. There we go.
Starting to get into the mind of the Yoda.
Don't stay in the fog. It'll kill you.
Starting to get into the mind of the don't stay in the fog. No, I know we shouldn't stay in the fog. Also, I do like this little park area here. Like, most of the city that we're in the game is, well, a city. But we do have this little, like, you know, nice big park. They're like little tiny parks throughout Shibuya, but this is a larger one. It has, like, a lake in the middle. Little change of environment. A Jizu. It's a water one. We get so many more winds than anything else. Our wind ammo is so much higher than water or fire. Alright. Well, you know, there is another gate to do, but that main story point is right there. It's right next to us. What's this? Marimo, a particular type of algae that grows in fresh water and is bought mainly for viewing pleasure. Yeah? I really like how this looks. I love this jar of it. And I'm just going to keep it in my living room. I'm just going to look at it. That's all. So, when we complete the main story quest, there still is a second story quest that takes place in this area. So we can still do those side quests. But I guess we might as well do this story point while we're here. Since it's right here. Hello. So we're heading into this building.
In there.
Because KK said that Rinko found a way to get through the fog. And Tokyo Tower is through that fog. So we have to see what did Rinko come up with. Downstairs we go.
Head for the back. Great. More of these things.
Can we get the power back on?
Yeah, breaker should be over past that flashlight. Try using spectral vision. No one might find.
I'll be a little late today. The fog's here so thick, I don't even want to walk outside. I'm just gonna wait here a bit until it clears. They would be waiting forever. I'm trying to remember what... There you go. X turns our flashlight on.
We can't avoid the hit.
We do have a flashlight. It's never really come up. Like, it's not a dark game, in general. There's always plenty of light, usually. But, yeah, we do have a flashlight. You can turn it on and off. Just that there's no light down here.
Felt that one. Sure woke me up.
Uh-oh, severance attack.
Be the end for us.
Sure was. Usually she doesn't get that, but she can separate KK from you. She does have that attack.
Head for the back. Great. More of these things. All the times.
Can we get the power back on?
Yeah, breaker should be over past that flashlight. Try using spectral vision, and you know what we might find. Corruption's making things harder for us.
All right, so we just had to go back into this room in the back and turn on the power. And
What's this?
get a akabeko, a type of folk art hailing from Fukushima depicting a rotund red cow. We will sell this to a cat. But I mean, you don't have to be a cat to appreciate the rotund red cow. Yes? Are we doing this?
Defend yourself if you can't avoid the hit.
Good, good.
Just stay out of my way. this?
What is it? It's red shoes. A pair of red shoes that would fit a young girl, and in fact supposedly belonged to one who was taken away to a far-off land. That's an oddly specific reference. Peripheral vision actually worked. Right now I'm just cleaning up all the poison and enemies around from this parking garage. Our objective, as it says in the upper left, is to go deeper inside. And, you know, that could mean anything, really. So, you know, I'm just ambling about. Just cleaning up anything we might find. Any filthiness that we might find.
In that room.
In we go. Looking good.
Take a look. That was Rinko's custom ride.
Damn. But what's custom about it?
Got some kind of anti-spirit tech, from what I heard. In theory, it ought to get us through the fog.
How about in reality?
Quiet. Give me a sec.
It won't even start.
Course not. There's no gas in it. Plus, the custom turbocharger's busted. We'll need a replacement turbine wheel to get it running again. The real problem's the fragrant underworld oil.
The what?
This is no ordinary bike. It's got the power to cut right through that fog. But to do that, it needs special oil from the other side. And we're fresh out.
Okay, so how do we get some?
Dunno.
You... If you don't know, then what are we supposed to do?
Better get that. Bet someone's gonna force their help on us.
Phone's ringing. Alright, so turns out Rinko is a biker girl, and I think now we see the reason why KK has been so resentful of her throughout the game. It's that Rinko is so much cooler than him. Look at this sweet anti-ghost bike that she custom made. It's like KK is actually thinking, Rinko's not that cool. I'm still cool, right? I'm right. Oh, KK still got it. KK doesn't still got it. KK doesn't still got it. Not when Rinko has this. But we do have to fix it, though. It's broken, and we have to fix it up so we get our custom anti-ghost bike. Hello.
I didn't have all day to wait for you to pick up, so I rigged this phone to ring periodically and play back a recording. No need to talk, just listen to my instructions.
That voice. It's Ed.
You're in the garage, which means you're trying to use Rinko's motorbike. And now you don't know where to find the necessary fragrant underworld oil. I've told you before, KK, but I'm sure you'll have forgotten, am I right?
Smart guy.
Kiss my ass.
You can find the oil in places where the underworld's interference is especially potent. Anywhere you can see it spilling over into our world. This should be readily apparent. Now get searching. Signing off.
You notice how enormous that receiver was compared to his head until now. It's really very big. I mean,
any idea where to look?
Usually it's first person.
Good vantage point. Scope out the area.
So you don't really notice.
Around here, best bet might be the Mitake real estate building.
Giants. Head outside. Oh, what else can we find? Oh, down here. Okay. Some notes. Object corruption research notes. Throughout the world, there has always been objects that people claim bring misfortune to their owners. They call them cursed or corrupted, but scientifically speaking, what sort of changes are actually taking place inside them? It's a subject that I find to be of deep interest. It's easier than you expect to come across these kinds of objects in day-to-day life. Didn't take that much digging at all to find something that immediately sparked my interest. I love to research it, but I'm not too keen to test my luck buying it myself. I think I'll get KK to get it instead. If it turns out something is actually wrong with the thing, I'm sure he can handle it. Don't know what he might be referring to here. I mean, we did find a merchant who was selling
That's the Rinko I know. Never holds back.
some cursed goods.
Secondhand shop really dealing something like that?
Lots of things end up on their shelves. Most folks wouldn't recognize it.
Maybe
Corrupted. Definitely worth checking out.
maybe Rinko found out about the store that was selling the cursed diamond or the masks. Wanted to send KK after them. But that's not what I wanted. I wanted to note the name on the box says Mead of Poetry. I guess that's the brand of paper. Exorcism ad. I have spiritual powers. If there are things troubling you that you can't see, I can help. Call me anytime. Confidentially guaranteed. Rapid. Best-in-class exorcisms. E. I guess Ed was advertising his services. Hey, does anyone...
Does he usually communicate with recordings like that?
Yeah, pretty much. Sometimes he'll go a week or more without saying a word in person. One time I wanted to make him talk, so I told him there was a ninja hiding behind him.
And did that work?
Nope. But later he sent me a 20-minute recording of ninja facts.
I mean, that's just a gift. That's just a present. Oh, these ninja facts are for me? How kind.
That bike of Rinko's has some serious mods on it, huh?
Yeah, those guys are all into that kind of thing. Rinko's really particular. Not just with the bike, either. One time she even built her own cleaning robot. That was mainly because she'd die before she'd pick up her broom, though.
She built her own custom Roomba. We didn't see that. We did not see the custom Roomba. So, main mission Giants is complete. The new mission that has started is the Black Tower. Get to the roof of the Mitake real estate building. So, the first part of Chapter 4, in terms of the main mission, was to find Rinko's custom bike. The second part of the Chapter 4 is to find the things that we need to fix the bike. The main thing being the fragrant underworld oil. We need the special oil that does not exist in this world. And, you know, we're gonna... Well, we can't go there now, because the real estate building is in the fog. So, I guess we're just gonna have to clean more gates and do more side quests and clean more gates and do more side quests. I guess we're just gonna have to do that as we continue on with Ghostwire Tokyo. How many gates do we see on this map? There's one that's available. Then in the fog, there's 2, 3, 4, 5... 6. We can see 6 gates, and who knows how many side quests they might be hiding. We won't know until we clean them out. And, you know, then we'll get around to getting to that real estate building. You know how it goes. You understand how it goes. We're continuing on with Ghostwire Tokyo. And our new mission, fix up a bike. It's all for the sake of saving our sister, not because Akito just really wants the cool, custom anti-ghost bike. He really does have his sister in mind this whole time. We all do. We're all very concerned. We'll continue on with Ghostwire Tokyo.